Okay, so, sorry. This is just some miscellaneous stuff that might help you out. My school didn't require us to know any medical terminology prior to entering the nursing program, but I had already had a general knowledge because prior to doing the nursing program or deciding to go into nursing, I had taken a few classes in medical office assistant, and required for that class was medical terminology taught by a nurse actually. And the textbook required was The Language of Medicine by Chapner, and can you see it? Yeah. And this was really helpful because it just broke everything down into your root words, your prefixes, your suffixes, had little exercises in it. The thing is big and heavy. Had exercises, it had pictures. Yeah. And what's also great about most of the books that are out now, it had a CD. So this is downloaded on my computer, so you can learn how to pronounce words from this. You can learn how to use certain words, and just basically the language of medicine. I also took a medical billing and coding course, and that required medical terminology again. And I found out that Chapner has a shorter course or a shorter version of the medical terminology book. So this was really helpful too. I don't know if this came with a CD. Yeah, it came with a CD. I don't know where it is. It's probably on my computer. But the same format, just shorter. So you have your diagrams in here and your exercises that I highly recommend you do because they're super easy. And just do this along with your studying, just to familiarize yourself with certain words, because I really think this helped me with my pharmacology things, because a lot of the drug names, especially the trade names, are related to the body part that it's helping or condition that it's helping. Like, say for instance, diabeta is a diabetes drug. So yeah. I also received the second time around from a friend, the same friend that gave me the updated version of the NCLEX review, the NCLEX 4000. She gave me her notes for Kaplan's decision tree, and their disc. I have to say though that I did not use this at all, so I can't give a fair review. I did read over the decision tree, and for me it just seemed like common sense. But then again, as I said before, I'm a really good test taker, so I can kind of figure things out, or the whole when in doubt pick C thing. So yeah, it just basically says to take your time, figure out what the tester is asking of you, and then prioritize whether it's by Maslow or your ABCs. You just gotta figure things out, and I guess this would be helpful, but you don't have this. And Kaplan, I hear, is very expensive, but if you're like me and you know you can take a test and you're okay taking tests, don't do Kaplan. I've heard from other people that that's basically what it is. It's not taught by nursing professionals, and they don't have all the information. They only have, it has nursing content, and that's what they're familiar with, the nursing content that's in their literature, in their scope of teaching. So if you ask them anything that's not on one of their CDs or the Q Bank or whatever, then they don't know. So take a course. If you're going to take a course, I did not. If you take a course, make sure that it's taught by nurses or nursing professionals, because you're taking a nursing exam and you're going to need to know certain things about nursing that a non-nursing professional wouldn't know the answer to. Also, I got a Littmann stethoscope from one of my patients at work. And not only was it just a stethoscope, but she had my name put on it. with RN at the end. I don't know if that's coming up really clear because the light is going down. Yeah, so this was my motivation. Of course, your license and all that good stuff about helping people and really wanting to be a nurse, whatever the reason was that you decided to go through all of this was, outside of that, you need something, preferably something tangible that motivates you. Because if I didn't pass, if I quit, what the hell am I going to do with this? I mean, I would never use this. It would be such a waste. And someone really kind went out of their way, I'm getting choked up, went out of their way to give me something nursing related. So I had to pass. And as I continue my journey and look for employment, this continues to be a motivator. So yeah, I'm not saying to run out and go buy yourself a stethoscope and put your name on it, but have something, or keep in mind what made you start this in the first place, whether it's a sick family member or just your general desire to help people. Keep that in the forefront of your mind. I needed something tangible because I kind of just fell into nursing school, and you could probably tell by my attitude towards it. But I've grown to love this profession, and I'm gonna do everything I can to be the best at it. But I needed something tangible. You may not, so just keep your motivation at the forefront of your mind, basically. And prayer. I am not a particularly religious person, and I'm not going to get into my beliefs or anything like that, but there is a prayer out there to the saint, I forget what he's the saint of, see, I'm not even really religious, but his name was Saint Joseph of Cupertino. And I'll put the prayer down in the description box, because I said that the first time. I said the prayer the first time, and I just said it just to recite it, kind of like a good luck charm kind of thing. But the second time around, while I'm sitting in my car waiting to take the test, it felt different. I said the prayer and I got choked up, and I continued to say it and recite it to myself as I walked through the door. So I don't 100% know if that had a lot to do with it, but it definitely helped. So I'll give you that prayer. Also, one other thing, go to allnurses.com, and I don't want to sound like a commercial. They're not paying me, but that was a big help. I subscribed to the NCLEX thread and got, I want to say, weekly updates on whatever was going on that thread. So what really helped in particular on that website was the, I want to say it's called Anyone Up for Random Fact Throwing. That had great information, short, sweet. You could take notes, put it on a note card. I actually took some of the information from there and put it on note cards that I looked at often. And the ones in particular would be the infection control ones, because you want to know what diseases you might need airborne precautions for or droplet precautions, and you want to know what PPEs you need for those. So yeah, check that website out, and it's also very supportive. So I went on there asking a couple questions, or I went on there saying I failed my NCLEX, and everyone, it kind of just gives you a pat on the back, like it'll be alright, dust your shoulders off, try again. And I don't think I would have gotten through the second time around if it wasn't for them, because the first time that I took the test, I was kind of peeking in and out, but that second time I was on there almost every day. So I think that's it. If there's anything else, there might be another video, I don't know, but yeah. So definitely check out allnurses.com. if you go on, send me a message. It's the same as my YouTube name, Harstar. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Thumbs up if this helps you, and ask me any questions because I'm sure I forgot something. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.